Hey, if you've been watching our videos over in Four Seasons about the houses, the amenity center, I want to do another one today because a lot of people say, I want to get a feel for the whole neighborhood. So if you haven't been in there, I'm going to go do a drive around it. Mark is normally with me, but he's over there today doing a home inspection for a property we're under contract on. If we haven't met, I'm Jeff Gregg with Charleston Area Living. If you're looking to move in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, hopefully this is the channel for you. We talk about everything real estate in Summerville, Charleston, the entire low country. One of our favorite neighborhoods is the Four Seasons. We do a lot of business in there. Good chance I'll be living in that neighborhood someday. It's a 55 plus, so got a few more years to go, but we're getting close. Let's go over, head that direction. I'll give you the tour of the neighborhood and let me know what you think. All right, I am pulling into Four Seasons. I'm gonna go do a home inspection over here with Mark. He's already there, but I thought I'd do a quick drive through the neighborhood and kind of show you what's doing. So we're going to check in here at the front gate. So if you live here, you automatically have a pass on the right gate that you can drive right in. If you are a guest here, hello, good morning. Good, going to meet Mark for a home inspection. Yep. Thank you, ma'am. Have fun. See ya. You too. Nice lady at the front gate there. So right inside the property, the amenity center is off to our left right now, but I'm going to drive the rest of this neighborhood, kind of show you some areas that they started building, so you can see what that looks like, and then I'll head over to some areas where they're currently building and kind of show you the areas that are coming next. So a beautiful bridge here. This bridge goes across the waterway. It's a lake system with flowing water. It goes, it's miles that you can canoe and kayak. And our guy Rick over here that works here in Four Seasons, he's a fisherman, and I think he told me that the biggest fish that came out of that lake was about 9+ pounds, maybe 9.2. Be a big baby. Imagine how big a baby at 9.2 would be. That's a big fish. Andrew and I have twins, and our twins were monsters. They were 6'2" and 7'13". My poor wife. When she grew out of my shirts, we knew we were in trouble. She had to be rescued one time. I came home and she was stuck on the couch like a turtle flipped over on her shell. She couldn't get up. All right, not sure how I got on to my wife pregnant stories, but back in the game here. This is Four Seasons Boulevard. This was one of the original roads that were built. But remember, this whole neighborhood's only, I shouldn't have said that because I don't remember. I'd say 6 or 7 years old max. Mark's always good at that. I'm in the car by myself. We might even drive by and see Mark's truck in here somewhere because he's in here doing the inspection. But you can see just a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. Obviously, this grass goes dormant when we are in this time of year. So you can stop watering it. You can just kind of ignore it after its final mowing. I think we mowed our grass last in the 1st of November, and it is January 5th right now, somewhere around there. Just celebrated New Year's. So you'll see right here on the left, there's a small mailbox. Looks about 20 homes. So some neighborhoods now have these big monster mailbox kiosks that you go to, and there's hundreds of people there. These ones in Four Seasons are spread around the neighborhood a little more, so you don't have to go out to the amenity center to go get your mail. It's within walking distance of it. Oh, look at this. Let's get on this road. I just found a Klimmobile. So Mark's inside with the inspection. I think this house that we're purchasing here is only a couple years old. It's 2024 now, just past New Year, and I think this was a 20 or 21 house. which you'll notice down here, these little, they call these jug handles. So it's not a cul-de-sac, but it's kind of makes it feel like a cul-de-sac. We'll turn around here. I apologize. I've been told that when I'm on the phone with people in the car, that my turn signal is extremely loud. So of course, all the maintenance is included, on the yards here, with a few caveats. If you put a fence in your backyard, you are responsible for mowing inside the fence. And if you were to put in flower bed, you would be responsible for the upkeep and maintenance of the flowers. You'll notice I came to a complete stop and used my turn signals. Haven't had a speeding ticket since 1991, I think. 1991, 1992, something along those lines. Had a couple accidents, but only one of them was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. But I had a few other accidents that I got dinged, not my fault. You'll see on the right here some wooded areas. This neighborhood is it's got wetlands throughout the property. So there's some areas of this neighborhood, lots of areas of this neighborhood actually, that will never be built on. One of the cool things, if you look off to the right there, you'll see kind of what it looks like when they're backed up to woods. But even in the around the neighborhood, in the areas that do not have wetlands or woods behind them, and there's other homes behind them, because obviously when you build a neighborhood this big, you're going to have homes behind you on some of the streets. Wherever it was possible, they have put large berms. Now there are some properties that don't have berms in between them, but they're limited, and the only reason that they don't have berms there is they need those to be accessible for water flow. So one of the questions we often have anywhere around Charleston is, is this in a flood zone? Well, none of this neighborhood, not one house, so far at least that I know of, is considered a flood zone. So if you do have a mortgage, you do not need to have flood insurance on your property, and that's because of the ponds and lakes and the drainage that is done in between the houses. They've just done a really good job at doing flood mitigation. So on the left there is the sales center. That's where we take you. That's where Model Row is also. Whenever you come here and meet with us, we go in and start in the sales center, start in the Model Row, or you could also, of course, buy an existing home. There are plenty of homes available in this neighborhood for sale. As of today, we have, I think, about 30 homes in this neighborhood that are for sale. So that's about half new construction and half existing homes. That Seaside Trail on the right there, and we're heading down Tupelo Lake Drive now, which is one of the main roads through the neighborhood. We're going to cut across the bridge down here and kind of show you where they're doing construction. But I want you to pay attention to the look and feel of these homes, because it's about to get real busy. It's 9:41 in the morning right now, so when we cross this bridge into the construction zone, there's going to be a lot of construction going on. I'm going to have to play Frogger a little bit to get past some of these vehicles, but the good thing is that they build these areas out all at the same time. So it's not like they do one house on this side of the neighborhood, one house on that side of the neighborhood, and then, so the construction keeps going for the next 10 years. You're really only in a construction zone for a short amount of time, and it may even be completing as you're getting into your house. So here is new construction. These are, there's 3 different ways they're doing these. There's build from the ground up, where you say, okay, these lots are available. I want to pick this lot, and I want to put this house on this lot. That's the first option. That process takes about 8 to 11 months. And then the next option is to build an existing home, to purchase an existing home. That's a home that somebody has already lived in. And those typically close in 30 to 45 days when you go under contract. And then the last option is to do a spec home, which is what this neighborhood is doing a lot more of. So many of these homes right now that we're driving by are spec homes. The left side here is a lake, and the right side is backed up to berms and then another street, and we're going to go down that street also because there's a ton of construction over here. So as of today, making this video, those 3 homes in front of us, at least 2 of them are spec homes. So that is the San Sebastian model. That is a model that they are not going to be doing anymore because that is the big giant house that they put on the lake, and we're running out of new lake lots in this neighborhood. So that is the last few San Sebastians that are going to be available. On the left here, you will also see a bigger section of mailboxes for this side of the neighborhood. Looks like they switched. So when they started this neighborhood, they did the smaller kiosks, and now that they've moved over to this new section, they're doing larger ones. I'm going to do a little turn in the driving here so you can see back there. That is a big berm that is in between this street and the next street. So the goal is whenever the shrubbery and the trees and the plants grow up, they want to be going all the way up to the roof line of the neighborhood behind, or the street behind you. So lots of construction on this street, but like I said, the good news is it'll be finishing up pretty close to all of around the same time. This home inspection that we're doing in here today is for clients of ours that actually live in Cane Bay, and they're moving into the Four Seasons here in Cane Bay. So a short commute right across the road from a non-55 neighborhood, Lindera Preserve, over to the Four Seasons, getting ready to be in that retirement home. And now we've got a few houses down here at the end that are already lived in. In front of us here, behind these houses, there's woods here. And then when we turn right here, we're going to go back and see that these homes are surrounded, or not surrounded, but backed up to that lake. So the lake system kind of weaves and bends through the neighborhood. It's not just one big giant, square, oval, rectangle lake. It meanders through the neighborhood. But that's really nice because it gets lots more lakefront properties. The lake system here in Cane Bay, like I mentioned, is flowing and does have fish in it. You are not permitted to have a gas-powered motor in here. You are permitted to have a battery-powered motor in here. So there are some people in here that have some little boats, and even I heard one guy has a small pontoon boat that he puts in here, the party barge of Four Seasons, and he can tool around the lake. House on the left there that we just passed, beautiful lake lot, one of our clients that we closed in here. That was me hitting the phone. I've never used the doohickey, that's technical real estate term there, for gadget that holds the phone on the windshield here for this long. I've been pretty impressed so far. It's holding on pretty well. But at any second now, I won't be surprised if the phone drops to the floor. There are some beautiful, or have been in the last 6 months or so, some beautiful resales here on the right-hand side that back up to the lake, and some of them were backed up to wooded lots beside the lake. Just really, really pretty houses. One of the great things about this neighborhood is I'm a big fan of new or newer houses. And so with this neighborhood being, 6 years old at the oldest, or 7, whatever it is now, even the oldest house in this neighborhood is still fairly young. And that matters when you think about roof and HVAC and some of the big ticket items that are repairs on a home. those things can quickly add up when you have to replace those. So heading back towards the roundabout here, and we're going to go pull into the Amenity Center and finish up our tour there. As always, if you have any questions, the best way to get a hold of us is to go down in the comments section, and there's a link that you can click to schedule a meeting with us, a Zoom call, a phone call, an in-person meeting in our office. That's the best way to get a hold of us. Obviously, you can just pick up the phone old school and give us a call. Happy to talk to you, but we're big fans of this neighborhood, one of our favorite 55 pluses in the Summerville area. And make sure you watch another video of ours on the Amenity Center that I'm pulling into here now, because it is a beautiful, beautiful facility. Indoor, outdoor pool, and pickleball, and event center, and weight room, tennis courts, and bocce. I'll drive you over here. There's if you're a dog person, there is a dog park over here. I'm looking at the pickleball courts right now. There is a foursome out on one of the courts. The other one right here is empty. That's one question we do get from people is, are the amenity centers built in a way that they will ever be too crowded with the number of homes that they're going to put in this neighborhood? And the answer is, we just have not seen that to be the case in any of the neighborhoods. They're very good at knowing how much to put in a neighborhood and to support the number of homes that they're going to be building. So I guess since I'm here, I'll just pull right on down the dock here and show you. This is the boat launch, and over there you'll see a dock that you can pull in and launch a kayak from, or a canoe, and just a beautiful, beautiful property. Let me switch around here, back up just 1 second to show you one more thing. Those 3 San Sebastian homes that I mentioned, that's them right there. So when you are over on that far side of the neighborhood that we just drove down, right there where all of the new construction is, you are just a short walk, and there'll be a path right here in front of my car to get from that side of the neighborhood right over here to the Amenity Center. So hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, schedule a link, jump in the link there and schedule a time to chat with us, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to go check in with Mark on the home inspection.